Mr. Shiva, you're holding a letter which was apparently quoted by HRD minister in Parliament. Now, he accused DMK of taking a U-turn on NEP, and in fact went on to say that students in Tamil Nadu are leaving Tamil schools, and they're now opting English medium schools, and the numbers of students studying Tamil are decreasing in your state.
Let me first, for your convenience or for your information, the letter actually what he read out. He read out the first portion of the letter, leaving out the second portion. The letter is written by the Chief Secretary of Tamil Nadu to the Secretary to Government of Union School Education. It says that with reference to your letter 23-24, I would like to inform that the state of Tamil Nadu is very keen to sign the MOU for establishing the PM3 schools in the state. That's all he read out. And immediately the ruling party members applauded and he scored. We were not allowed to intervene or give an explanation. The letter follows. In this regard, a state level committee headed by School Education Secretary has been constituted. Based on the recommendations of the committee, the MOU for establishing PM3 schools will be signed by the state before beginning the next academic year 22. So it is very clear we are prepared to accept, but only based on the recommendations of the committee which the government has.
No decision was taken on the part of Tamil government.
Yes. We are not we are coming forward. We don't deny or reject that, but at the same time we are waiting for the report. On the report, basis of the report, we will decide. And another letter which I had when I asked for an opportunity to have my say by way of raising a point of order, because the minister was keeping on speaking. So I sought the protection of the chair, quoting two rules that I should give an opportunity, but I was not given. The second thing is that yesterday I have tweeted the letter written by the Union Minister, Mr. Dharmendra Pradhan, to the Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, which says that your letter dated 4th July 2024. He has written it in August 2024. Okay. So this is March, and the letter from Chief Minister is on July, and letter from Union Minister is in August. So everything is later. So in that he says that your letter now is a modified one, not even mentioning about NEP. Yes, we are not for NEP. Why should we mention about that? Because we have got too many reservations, we have got too many objections to the NEP formulated by the union government, which is totally unilateral. They never sought the opinions of the state governments or any stakeholders. They just constituted a committee of some experts whom they call come down from. Okay, I don't want to say that all. But the states were not considered. When education is the concurrent list, when a formula is drafted for the whole of the nation, the state government's view should also be taken. All stakeholders should have been called. Why in a hasty manner you formulated that? So, we are not prepared to accept it. We have got our own formula, especially the two-language formula. In 1968 itself, the Assembly has passed a unanimous resolution when our founder leader Anna was the Chief Minister. We are never prepared to compromise. And second, I would like to make very clear, we are not standing in the way of anyone who wants to read a third language. Any language. If see, in the northern states, many do not even read English. They just stop with Hindi only. I can name so many states where they don't even speak in mother tongue. They only speak only Hindi. So we don't want to give up that way. Our language is very ancient, and English helps us to go globally. So we are not prepared, and again, through you, I would like to say that the Dakshina Hindi Prachar Sabha's headquarters is in Tamil Nadu, in Chennai, and so many students are studying there and joining there and getting graduated. We don't stand in their way. So they cannot give an interpretation that we are not allowing Hindi inside.
BJP is saying that on one hand you're fighting for the prestige of Tamil and you got an apology from the HRD minister. But at the same time, you garland and worship somebody like Periyar, who in fact called Tamil a barbaric language.
See, Periyar, what he said was not understood fully. Tamil is a language, when it was born, nobody is able to trace. We have, of course, by way of research, it has been found out English came into existence by way of scripting in the 10th century. Every language has its age. The ancient languages are Chinese, Sanskrit, and Hebrew, Latin, Greek, and Tamil. And in that respect, Greek and Latin, Hebrew are not in use. Chinese is still there. Sanskrit is a language, is not a spoken language. Whereas Tamil is a language, that is what Periyar said was, even when human race lived a barbarian life, they were speaking Tamil, and it should not remain like that. It should get refined, and it should be as usage for the modern age. And yes, Tamil is getting used. Even the alphabets of our Tamil language has been changed earlier by one Virama Munivar. He is called Joseph Pesci, who came from Italy, who was very much attracted by Tamil. He wrote a lot.